check on your ends before you talk about long or short hair, because a lot of girls with long hair be having no hair just because it's long is thin. So yeah, I'm sorry, I can't.
Okay, okay.
Sounds triggered. Someone that's promiscuous.
All right. Okay, so we did get some pop balloons. Let's go over there and see why they ended up popping. We'll start here.
Right.
Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Rebel, and I'm 31.
And Rebel, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Rebel.
For me, it's not that I'm promiscuous. I think just the initial attraction is the biggest thing. Yeah.
Her preference. Okay.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
Not so much.
And why not?
I'll say more so like the hair. So more so attracted to longer hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Pop. There they go. Followers.
Let's
There go
over
the
here.
followers.
Your name and age.
I'm Kiera. I'm 31.
And Kiera, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Just initial attraction, but he sounds like a great guy.
Initial attraction.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
Not so much. Yeah.
Why not?
I'd also say maybe just the style in general. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Catherine, 31.
Catherine, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Initial attraction as well.
Initial
I
attraction.
do like everything that you said. I resonated with a lot of it. Just chemistry. I didn't feel.
Okay.
So we got preference. Initial attraction. They're all saying, I don't prefer what I'm seeing. He said the same thing for the first one. I don't prefer everything I'm seeing. I prefer women with longer hair. Let's keep going. Watch how crazy this is.
Same thing here. She's someone that's your type.
No.
Okay. Why not?
More into like athletic physique. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Hit the gym.
I'm Dre and I'm 31.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I really don't like the outfit, the skinny jeans, and I could hear you clicking.
The outfit, the skinny jeans. And these are things that you can change. You can always put on different clothes. Of course, things about your body, how your hair grows, your physique, you're not hitting the gym and stuff, that takes time, but that could change as well. But that's still a little bit more physically attached to your body. You can't just get in the shower and wash that type of stuff off, or just go into the store and buy a new wardrobe and so forth. But she tried to come for him, talking about, I can hear you clicking coming out here. Why? Because you got hard bottoms on? He got on some high heels or something. She tried to come for him because she's triggered as well. So she tried to find a way to try to attack his ego. They always come for your ego, fellas. Watch this.
When you came on, so yeah.
Look at the cameraman.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
No.
All right. And why not?
Also, more so someone that is more physically, what I like, so athletic.
Hit the gym.
Yeah.
Thank you. Your name and age?
I am Sade. I am 28.
Okay. And Sade, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
It was a comment about the shorter hair. I can understand that, you don't like shorter hair, but I feel like as a black woman, I switch it up so much. So.
And how do you switch it up? How is it possible for you to switch it up? Because that hair on your head isn't real. You know it. See? It's like you let them talk long enough, they're going to start telling on themselves. Yeah, you can switch it up because you know that hair on your head is not real. It's artificial. That's the only way you're going to be able to switch it up a lot. If your hair was natural, yeah, there's certain styles you can do, and you could definitely do variations and changes, but just gluing on some hair on your head on Tuesday, and then by the end of the week, you done got some horsehair hanging down to the bottom of your ankles because you went out and bought a pack or a bundle or something like that. That's not real. That's not real. So you know that you're feeling some type of way because he's like a natural hair, but you know you can't compete because look down the line. We got weave. Come on. Only one that actually had her natural hair was the first one. So y'all ain't even in the same category of class as the woman that you're trying to basically stand up for. You can't compete. And let's not even talk about the hypocrisy of all the different things that y'all will say that y'all don't prefer. Come on now. Bald head. Let a man say, he don't got no hair on his head or something like that. First thing you thinking about is, I don't want my kids to be bald. What? Come on, yo. Or don't let his height be below 6'3". That's the first thing y'all talking about. Oh, I want him to be taller than me. He gotta be 6'4", 6'7", 6'8", 7 foot. Y'all want freaking giants. Stop it. Y'all can have a preference, but men can't have a preference? Come on now. Just listen to this nonsense.
So there might be a day where you see me with short hair, long hair. I feel like that was
day to
kind
day,
of a petty reason to pop. So yeah, that was why.
Okay. But prior to him saying that, why was your balloon unpopped?
He has a lot going for himself. He's very attractive. That's pretty much it.
Okay, got it. And now, is she someone that's your type?
No.
Okay. Why not?
Same reason as before. Not physically my type in terms of body type. Yeah.
The gym.
I can live with it.
Thank you. Your name and age?
Yeah, Sammy, 31.
Okay. And Sammy, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Initial attraction, just not feeling like the connection, the chemistry, unfortunately. Yeah.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
Oh, her feelings hurt
No.
too.
Okay. And why not?
Again, I'm very particular.
Okay.
So I think just, the body type would be more so what it would have to do with. So, yeah.
Y'all tell me, is that a lace front? Is that I think he's getting the vibe of the rooms. He's like, man, I can't keep talking about the hair because I realize all of it's fake and artificial. You know what I mean? Her body type ain't that bad. You know what I mean? Like that. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what he's going for the level he's particular, being picky with. She looked good and so forth, but you could tell that hair that's on her head, most likely she got a receipt for it.
Nice. No worries. Thank you. Going over here. Your name and age?
Hi, I'm Sandy. I'm
This
33.
one.
Okay. And Sandy, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I ended up popping it because you're attractive. You got it going on.
I ended up popped it. I popped it. She can't even talk. She's so triggered. Listen.
But that comment about hair, I know your mama got short hair too.
What? Did you say about my mama? They always go for the mama. The sister code is crazy. They all about sisterhood, but the first thing they do is go for the mama. They always, first thing they want to try to lash out at is, oh, I'm going to get him. Oh, I'm going to hit his mama with a jab. I'm a right hooker. Because I know that's going to piss him off. And then I can be justified in how I act after that. Act the damn fool. Listen to this nonsense.
It's black. At the end of the day, black women, you don't know what to expect with our hair. We could wear it straight, we could wear it curly. And that was just like too much for me. So I don't got time for it. If you can't grow up from your roots, then you can't grow up with me. So.
And first, he wasn't even talking about you. He was talking about the other girl. Why y'all got to be such followers? Why? The sister code is so strong. He said that for her. That has nothing to do with you. But no, you got to stand up. You're going to sacrifice your own blessings because you triggered about what he said to another woman. Come on now. Make it make sense. And then you're talking all this, oh, we black, this and that. You can't expect what our hair. What are you talking about? You're just bouncing all over the place deflecting because the fact that you're not owning up to the fact that your shit ain't real. And let's go on. It gets deeper. This is a long road we're going down, folks. Watch.
That's how I feel. Okay.
Interesting.
Go ahead.
My mom's actually on my necklace. She doesn't have short hair for one.
It doesn't matter.
What? The picture of his mom's right on his neck. Said, no, she got long hair. Actually, she got long hair. And the first thing she said, it don't matter. There go the attitude. And first off, what is your problem? Why are you talking to this man like he's some kind of child or something like that? Or talking like you so big and bad that you so aggressive. Like you know what I mean? Like you trying to put hands up to this man or something. It don't matter. What is wrong with you? You're supposed to be on a dating show, giving your best foot and acting in your feminine and this and that. And look how masculine you acting. Look how aggressive you acting. And he said his piece, and all of a sudden, he got to sit there and listen to what you said, and you're going to just cut him off. Oh, it don't matter. Just cut him off and say, oh, I don't care what you said. But you can say what you want to say, but I don't care. I don't want to hear it. But he listened to you after you acted all aggressive and disrespectful. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Let's watch the rest.
It's about who you are as a brother. Hair don't make your personality. You dig me? It's about who you.
Hair doesn't make your personality. Does clothes make your personality? Does that make what? The man wears the clothes. Man makes clothes. Clothes don't make the man. Maybe that day he just felt like I'm rocking my friend's clothing line or something. So I'm gonna give it some props or promo on the show. Maybe that's not even his regular wardrobe. You don't know. Maybe he's just promoting a brand or something like that. Maybe he got a bag to do that. That doesn't mean that's his personality. How can you tell his personality based upon the clothes he got on? They judged him based on that. The one talking about, oh, I can hear you clicking on here. Judged him because of the sound of his shoes. Come on now, yo. Stop the hypocrisy. Oh, because now it's because you're triggered because it's the hair. And your hair can be a personality. Look at the people running around with all this blue hair on their head and nonsense and nose rings. That kind of the personality seems to be adding up with them folks. Listen to this nonsense.
Or if you confident with short hair, long hair, it doesn't matter. Because a lot of girls that do have long hair, the hairs be thin.
And now you gonna shit on the girls with long hair. So you triggered about him saying something about not like women with short hair, but then you then turn around and the women with long hair are catching strays. Women with long hair catching strays. Like, well, they got long hair, but it's thin though. It's thin. I know. I'm a hair salon. They got thin hair. Hating on the long hairs, but listen how deeper it gets. It's really gonna get racial.
I have a salon. When I was 16, I brought my mother a salon with my business that I do. So yeah, I have dealt with so many different type of hairs. Shout out to my mom, Captivated Styles in the building, Philly. We here. But what you said, it's just not for me. You need to really check on your ends before you talk about long or short hair, because a lot of girls with long hair be having no hair just because it's long.
See, now you're look how you contradicting yourself. A lot of women with long hairs be having no hair. So what's wrong with that? Is there something wrong with women that don't got no hair? There's women that are bald headed. So you're basically still saying that, oh, these women with long hair don't got no hair. So then you're basically dogging on them just the same. You're dogging on them worse than what you're trying to accuse him of dogging on other women. He just said, I just prefer women with longer hair. He didn't say, I don't like your hairstyle. He's not saying your hairstyle isn't pretty. He's not saying you're not a pretty woman or attractive. He just saying, I prefer women with longer hair. You're now saying women with longer hair are actually bald headed in a negative context. Come on now. Listen to the hypocrisy.
Thin. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I can't.
Okay.
And also quickly, look at the hands. You always gotta look at the hands. They start doing the bird beak, start pecking at you, because I mean that's what their wits in. It's crazy. It's just the body language just says so much.
That sounds triggered.
It's not triggered.
Yes,
First of all, I didn't say the hairstyle she had was not good.
You said you don't like girls with long
the
hair.
hands, look at the hands.
That's not right. You should never said that at all. As a black brother, you should have kept that as what it was. You should have just said, you're not just my type. But hair, it's a different. You can't talk about hair. If you want hair, go get what you want. If you want Becky with the long hair, go get.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There is the insecurity kicking in. Talking about, oh, you want Becky with the long hair. That's the insecurity talking right there. 100%. You feel some type of way. And you're like, oh my God, he must want a white girl because he doesn't like every style or variation that a black woman can have with her hair, or a type of attractiveness that he wants to prefer. Then, oh, he must want a white girl. That's what it comes. Why you said white girl? What, Spanish women don't have long hair? Chinese, Asian women don't have long hair. Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Filipino, other women don't have long hair that's even straight as well. Naturally, come on now. You jump straight to white girl because you're feeling some type of way and you're triggered.
What you want. Don't talk to black women up here about hair. That's just it. And I'm not triggered.
Yes,
like
you
I
are.
said, at the end of the day,
You can't even
your
talk.
hair is nappy. Your hair is short. You should be happy where you came from. Period.
There we go.
Can I talk?
You should be happy where you came from. What? What are you talking? I'm telling you, they don't want black men to be happy. They don't want black men to be in a box. You're going to take what you're going to get, and that's it. And you got to accept me with my flaws and all this other nonsense, but you can't have no preferences to make you happy. You got to just deal with what I give you and shut up. Listen, this is not just talking to him like a little child, dude. This is just so obvious, and just shows this the contempt that most of these modern black women have for black men, and it's just all shown right here in this clip. Watch this.
Dog, are you gonna interrupt me again?
I don't want to hear what you have to say.
You still-
But you can say what you want to say, but don't talk about black people here. But
So-
let's hear from him. Go
So again, her hairstyle is nothing wrong with it. So it's my preference, right?
Right.
So if I'm here to date, I'm here to find someone for me. So I'm not dating multiple people. You're not dating multiple people. So my comment to her has no sort of significance.
But
to
I'm a
you.
black woman. If I want to wear my hair like hers one day, what you gonna say? Oh, I don't like your hair. I'm gonna go date Becky up the street.
Yeah, I'm going to say I don't like your hairstyle. Yeah. If you go and put some mess in your head that I don't like, or you do it in a certain style, and we're in a relationship together and we're talking together, then yeah, I don't like it. That's the same. I used to have dreads. I grew dreads since 1999. I just cut mine off and went bald. Yeah. Yep. Long hair, don't care. I've been on that. So what? And if I cut my hair off and you say you don't like it, okay, I appreciate your feedback. Granted, if you don't like it to the point where you don't want to be with me no more, okay, bye. See ya. Thanks for telling me. We could be adults and we can move on. But what are you talking about? If you change your hairstyle, then yeah, he can say I got a problem with it. And then he can decide to move on and not be with you no more because of it. If it's a major enough issue where he feels as though he's not going to be attracted to you in the same form anymore. Especially if he tells you ahead of time that he likes X, Y, and Z, and then you go and change X, Y, and Z to A, B, C, then you have to realize there's consequences with that. Yes.
Follow along. Thank you.
There go the
I'll say
disrespect.
this: at the end of the day, are you here to find a man, or are you here to be?
I'm not here to find you. I'm here to find someone that's going to accept me, flaws and all. And if you can't accept this young lady up
Sounds like you're
here,
here to find the sister code.
Yep.
no,
So we can
I'm
move
actually,
forward.
Got her.
women,
We can move
we
forward.
are here, and
We
there's
can
a
move
lot
forward.
of black women that's lined up in here. So you can't talk about hair. It's not about the length or the texture. Know what you say before you talk to black women.
Know what you say. Golly, the hypocrisy, yo. Just, I'm telling you. Offended by everything, ashamed of nothing, yo.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go on over here.
Yeah, please. Let's
Your name and age.
And also, if you know, she even said, you said you don't like women with long hair. You were so triggered that you even reversed it. You reversed it. That's a Freudian slip. You even reversed what he said because you're so triggered. He said he don't like women with short hair. He prefers women with longer hair. But you're so mad. You said you don't like women with longer hair. Just saying anything. Just rambling on, yo. And then here go the last follower. Just followers.
I'm Kisu, and I'm 27.
And Kesey, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
For numerous reasons. The first one was the age.
Okay.
So I was like, Then the outfit, wasn't a fan. And then I felt like that comment about her hair, cherry on top, very inappropriate. Yeah, I mean, she's a black girl. Our hair comes in many different ways, patterns. So
Another one. Unbelievable. Another one. All that on your head ain't real. And you feeling some type of way. Another one. Unbelievable. Here we go.
feel like, I don't know, what if he saw me tomorrow? I had short hair. I just wasn't a
How?
fan of it. It wasn't giving
How?
that
How
you're
is
like
it possible?
accepting.
How is it possible for him to see you tomorrow and all your hair is gone? Unless you chopped it all off like me. How? How is it possible just tomorrow you gonna pop up bald headed? Stop it, yo. I'm telling you, they know it. They know because the receipt is still in their bag trying to take the rest of it back to the store tomorrow, yo. Stop
Of her for who she was. And I feel like if you can say that to her, you can say it to me. So I had to pop.
Yeah, you got to go that way.
Well, you know,
Still
we're here
talking.
to give
Still in the back talking. Listen to it. Still talking.
a first impression, right? So I'm going off of my first impression. So if you're not wearing your hair short, then you have nothing to worry about, right? Now, if you're ready to switch it up, there's nothing wrong with that. Because once we're together, I would have gotten to know you, and there would be more substance. There would be more reasons why we're together versus just the physical, right? Also,
And look, she's so sad because everybody's making this big fuss about her, and she probably didn't even feel that way. She took it as, okay, I got you. It is what it is. He prefers my hair longer, and so forth. But the rest of them made such a big stank about it. They're even making her feel uncomfortable. You can see it on her face. And shout out to the cameraman. He picked that up.
also, with any person that I'm dating, I would expect for them to make sure that, you know, when there's a situation, that we have each other's back. What I'm hearing is if there's ever a situation, you're going to have a random
Right.
girl's back because it's about the girl code.
Mm-hmm.
So I make a comment about someone that has nothing to do with us, right? So you're telling me you're willing to go to bat for a stranger versus the man that you're looking for.
Right. And they'll go to bat when the girl code kicks in, but yet let that woman have something more than she has or doing better than she is, and all that girl code goes out the window. Then they start hating on them, talking about who she thinks she is. She thinks she better. You know what I mean? Oh, she probably got some surgery done. Let her actually be shining, or let her get the man that she wants or the man that she can't get. You know what I mean? On a level. And all that sister code goes out the window. But yeah, you should be there to find you a date, not regulate options based upon because the guy that he said something about another woman about that not being his preference, then all of a sudden you're going to disqualify him to you. How does she look apply to you? What the makeup she puts on her face doesn't make you pretty. Like, make it make sense. It doesn't. There's no logic. It's just all feelings involved.
Well, you're a stranger. So,
Right. But what I'm saying is if we're not strangers, and if
Hypothetical.
we're dating, right, I would expect for you to know we're already together. So you should never feel some sort of insecurity from me making a comment about someone else because I'm
Right.
with you. So if you're telling me that anything I say about someone else rubs you the wrong way, which means you're willing to go against me because of someone else that's not within our dynamics, that lets me know you're not for me.
Right.
I could get that if we had a relationship, but we don't, for one. And then for two,
And that's exactly why your ass ain't gonna get a relationship. That's exactly why you stayed in there in the front row line like a at a fish market waiting to get picked up because of that mentality you got. You're not even trying to entertain the hypothetical that he's proposing to you to say that, hey, maybe you're not seeing this in the right way, to show you some logic. And first thing you say is just a little petty clap back. Oh, but you're a stranger. Yeah, but you sat up there letting yourself be available for strangers on a Pop the Balloon show that's going to be seen by millions of strangers. Of you in here looking stupid. I'm telling you, that's exactly why you're going to stay single. Go ahead and buy a dog and die alone.
Small comments like that are very character telling. So I feel like in this situation, like you were saying, the first impression, you saying that for me just was not a good first impression. So I had to pop.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. And I appreciate that, brother. Shout out for just keeping his composure and not, you know what I mean, you said your piece, not even getting involved in it. But I mean, it's just so frustrating where you just want to go off and just let them know about themselves right on the spot, because they just going to think that they ate or whatever, and think that they actually had a leg to stand on here. And it's ridiculous. It's hypocrisy at its finest. It really is.
All right, let's head on back.
It is what it is.
Thank you. No problem. All right, let's head on back.
Right, again, kudos for keeping your composure, but watch this. Watch at the end. I ain't gonna hold y'all for too long, but just watch at the end. They're such followers.
Okay, well, unfortunately, that's all the balloons popped, but thank you so much for coming on. Let's go ahead and give it up for him, ladies. I'll take the mic. Thank you.
This is how the petty claim was quiet in the room. Now watch this. Watch the camera. The cameraman is so petty. He's so funny. He knows what he's catching for the internet. Watch this. Look at him. Look. What you laughing at? You the one with all that unbelievable sitting on your head. And look at that, the masculine one. Thumbs down. No, your thumbs down. You just showed the world that you are passive aggressive, masculine, ghetto. I'm on Philly, what up? All that sort of nonsense, shouting out your business. Also, you a modern woman. And I mean, look, and you obviously feel some type of way about the fact that you ain't got no hair. You need to accept it and shave it all off and be your true self. Living your truth, boo. Living your truth. And look at the last little follower there.
Okay, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy.
It is what it is.
Is what it is. See, I'm telling you, this show was a reflection of just how bad it is out here in the dating market, and how twisted and delusional these women have gotten, because as a man, you can't have no preferences. As a man, you can't be yourself. You have to be this caricature that they've built in their head, this fantasy fairy tale nonsense that they've put up, and you have to fill all these boxes and check all these boxes while just accepting her as she is, with all her flaws and all this and all her baggage and emotional trauma and all sorts of things that she's been caused upon her. So you have to take that and take it with a smile, while just getting abused and disrespected and emasculated and everything else, and you're not allowed to sin. You got to take it with a smile. And then at the end of that, when all that doesn't work out and she's not happy, if you go ahead and jump the broom and sign on the dotted line and give away and give away your last name, then all of a sudden the states and the laws is going to be incentivized to give her half of your shit. Come on now, men ain't afraid of marriage; they're afraid of divorce. They're in the dating market. Men ain't afraid of approaching women and talking to them. They're afraid of just y'all with these attitudes. These attitudes where you think that you're a princess, you deserve everything, and the man is just supposed to come up and just get on his knee. Like, stop it. And then you can't even have a cordial discussion. It just turns into this tit for tat, and you trying to buck up and puff your chest up like you a man. And no, men ain't going for that. So, this is what we got. This is what we got. We got a show now that's representative of how bad it is, because now y'all have to stand up on a lineup. You have to line up on the wall and hope to be picked after asking a few questions on a YouTube show. This is how bad it is. But you think you're standing from a position of power. You think you standing there on Pop the Balloon in a lineup with other girls that are lonely and single like you. You think that's a position of power? You think that you're in an advantage? You think you have the leverage to be talking and acting like that? That's the delusion. That's what we're talking about. But thanks for y'all for checking it out. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold you for too long, but this is very interesting. This is just very, telling of how bad it is out here in the dating pool. All right, y'all have a good one. See you on the next one.